Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Wildermyth, Monarchs Under the Mountain. As today, we do not rally to the defense of Barrowdale, because in preparing to record this episode to take on that 8-star incursion, I realized that several of our heroes are actually still pretty dinged up from the fight at Burning Sage, especially Bunny, who is actually on death's door, and she's one of our heaviest hitters. And sure, we could have her sit this one out, but honestly, a fight against an 8-star incursion was already going to be tricky, even before we take one of our main casters out of the mix. So, while I was geared up to do this, I'm thinking at this point we might just be better off taking the usual approach, which is to say basically kiting them through a bunch of defenses until they burn themselves out, or at least weaken to the point where we can take them out more safely. And given that we know an incursion will always go directly for the nearest settlement, once they're done taking out Barrowdale, that means they'll be setting their sights on Doublebind, so we can easily predict exactly which defenses we need to reinforce. That said, I'm thinking we'll have the wounded, toss down some defenses on Burning Sage, and we'll have the rest of our healthier heroes start poking at these remaining unexplored tiles. Honestly, given how difficult the fight at Burning Sage was, how close things got, I think we are actually better off, rather than having two fully functional teams, just having one, the B team, essentially serve as the rotating infirmary. They'll continue doing infrastructure stuff, but they'll also act as the reserve roster that we rotate injured heroes in and out of, so we can maintain a stronger 5-man team to deal with the actual battles. But as always, we'll play it by ear. Defense is done. Let's move the B team over to rebuild Barrowdale. Yep, there it goes. We'll get these locations back up and running just as quickly as the incursion takes them down. And Breadshire Laboratory. Looks like Morthagi. This should be sufficient. Out of the rain. Pouring out there. And lightning. You were right. Rumble. Stormy, he says. What did I tell you guys? The way to Breadshire Laboratory follows dead roads, washed to chalkstone, wheel scars, and memory. The uneven fields beyond this gorge get swampy, especially in fall. They stretch a great distance, too sodden to invite a large settlement. Got this little cave, though. Yeah, there's probably not a crystal monster down there. Yeah, probably not. A quick look should be safe enough. On a forceful gust, the rain comes chasing them. The rocks slicken, fragrant and dark. Crunkle. Rain's liable to start a rock slide. Don't you think we're better off in cover? It's only a little... Or, wait, how far back does it go? Goes further? Hold up for a bit. No animal smell. As they stoop out of the rain. Crack! Crackle, rumble, thrum, scrake. The world gives a tectonic shudder, and from outside, obliterating the rain noise, comes the clatter-smash of dropping rocks. Clish, bang, and crickle. It's no time before they're buried in darkness, listening to the earth grumble and turn over. As things calm, gritty dust stings the eyes, stuffs the nose, smelling of fresh spilt stone. Good thing we rushed in here, Rowan. This is exactly why I hesitated. You'd have rather been out there? It's fine, we'll figure it out. That'd be a lame way to go. We all sound alive. Luckily, the lantern's not dead or wet. We're taking a longer look, I guess. I mean, the huge crystal scorpion feels like it's in the cards. That would be pretty cool. Hey, is this worked stone? Yeah? Yeah, the way forks. We got stairs here. Oh, perfect. And this is, looks random, but some other passage. Cold draft from there. Very cold. You have to wonder, what's buried under this little crossroads? Careful. Look under enough rocks and you will find a snake. A snake? We fought deranged, bloodthirsty cultists. A snake? I'll be fine. Okay. Well, this is intriguing. And I think we actually did run into this once before and took the stairs. So this time let's go for the chilly passage. I guess I find myself drawn to the stranger choice here. Cold air out of the mountain heart. Tickles the mind, I'll say that. Inside the passage, the chill turns sharp and invasive. The draft steadies and mounts, moistening as they forge against it. It colonizes their hair, erecting 1,000 tiny castles of frost that melt at the touch. Solid ice? Yeah, wow. Hold on, I'll cut some out. You're strong, right? Wonder if we'll need to break our way out of, or through. Travelers? Shh, what was that? A snow-quiet voice calls from within. I just can hear your chatter, my wandering weagles. Phew. Oh. Rowan sets the lantern down. Yes, intrepid travelers, tip your tender toes in here. Take the frost inside your bodies. Come and stand before my chair. Every long-blown breath the creature exhales forms a clear, frigid note. Ah, that's what that is. Sorry, that was kind of a surprise. Didn't realize someone was here. I seldom catch much notice. Winterlock, the craven cold, the bleakening Wirth, the wise wight of winter. Suchly and stingily was I named in songs the minstrels dared to sing. How long until we can head back? Sorry. Winterlock, huh? Sounds like a name for a lostling. See, you don't just decorate in ice, but in bones. Where do you get bones? You chew them out of people? You struggle not to slosh and drool as you imagine breaking my frame. That's what your hot voice betrays. Lostlings and chew-looters. Heh. I once walked your gladelands bright, all slicky and sticky and sweaty and warm. You bring that odor in your heart-breathing chests. The tree things, bee things, bird wings, and worms. Probably me. I should have washed in the rain. And all that's distasteful to... Hate! I hate! All parts of that sun-lusting and saltin and moss-mantled place. Winterlock's shrill shout puts a clambering cold in each listener's lungs. Like a deep and unerupting cough they'd wish out. I was hunted to my heels, you know. Chased to the inhospitable bowels of the mountains. where only long toil could carve such icy underways as these. Sorry if I'm asking... Well, I'm sorry for saying anything suddenly. Why'd you stay? I don't mean it rudely. That is because I made a promise. A promise I've since scolded myself to keep. That never I'd try my loved and only life there, where cold is called callous and an ember coddled and cupped. I swore to stay with my stratified ice, my lovely and long-boned ice, until such time as I might walk again behind the whitening wind. And should that meltsome world one day drip molten drops upon my chair, my shield, my trusty shield, I would raise high, and with it smash their heads. Winterlock advances. Rowan reacts with force. He tries to go low for those tall, skinny legs. Stop, Rowan! Winterlock freezes his feet to the cave floor in a flash. A man alike to all the others. Shivering at a mist's brush, shattering at a stern touch. Just a little sun-lusting man. Enough! Back away from it more! Winterlock straightens his curved, cracking spine, fixes each pair of eyes with his own, freezing them. Take him away, then, and be the all of you gone. See in this my warning, and bring it to every chill-warded home. Ugh. Better go grab him. I'll guard your back. Rowan, on your feet. Fine. Back to your fireside, you fleshy fools, and remember who waits for the flames all to die. Winterlock, who blows with a wasting wind and comes one day to fill your cradles with snow. The dripping cave entrance is slit partway open, wide enough for them to slip out. As their eyes adjust, they assemble above the sodden fields that lead to Breadshire Laboratory. You're all right, aren't you, Rowan? Will be. I'm cold is the main thing. I just feel like a kettle you've left out in the freeze. Need to thaw. Come on, we've got clear weather now. Are we okay leaving him there? That Winterlock? Do we ever go back for him? They never will, for they'll never find the buried crossroads again. Phew. Winterlock, please be gone, we whisper, awake the coals. Walk far from here, our hearth is happy, and children aren't cold. Winterlock, wander on, we keen and clutch our dampened wools. Stalk far from here, our hearts grow heavy, and children won't grow old. Exhaustion. Swift actions cost a single action. Whew, well, that could have certainly gone better. Thankfully, the fight doesn't look too tough, except for maybe the groundskeeper. Let's get a better look at what's going on with Rowan. I've never actually failed that event before, so I'm not sure what... Oh. Frost transformation, that's new. Frost. Winterlock's warning to the fire-watching world. Everfrost. This streak of his hair runs ever cold and shines a frosty Prettyish blue. Plus 10 charisma. Okay, well, I mean, we'll take that. I am curious if it can advance beyond that, though. Interesting. Well, gosh, you know, it sucks that we failed the event, but I am glad to see something new. Even if it is going to make the ensuing battle a bit more difficult. Speaking of which, let's see if we can thin these guys out. First things first, let's take care of that armor. A la carte. Gaia, I am going to need you to move over just a little. One sec, let me just double check. Okay, over here. Alright, your breath. Backblast area clear. And that's a lot of numbers. Gaia with the follow-up. Nice. Though we're still up against a lot of foes here, we are going to take at least a few hits. Alright, Valen. Nice, nice. Okay, Groundskeeper out. And hopefully Nolan can handle the rest. No luck with the stun. Okay, okay, we took out 2. Erklebits. Oh. Okay, solid hit on Nolan. More incoming. Oh, that could have been awful. Okay, Nolan. We need you to get to a better spot. But really, what we need is to clear our back. Let's turn up the heat. Oh, come on. Okay, well that is not ideal. Understomp. Still no luck. Come on, guys. We have to do something here. Okay, Erklebits. Not too shabby. That buys us some breathing room, but we're still in trouble here. Alright, we have to take out the Batchby. We can't have that at our back. But hopefully we'll still be able to neutralize the wardrobe, too. My goodness, there's a lot of enemies bottlenecking there. Alright, go for a stun. No luck. Coachman incoming. Awesome. Nice, nice. That'll do it. Rowan. Things aren't looking quite so dire now, but again, we're still not out of the woods. And here they come. Minor ding on Gaia. Armor shredded. Got some fires to deal with. And another minor ding on Gaia. Okay. I mean, it's not great, but we're still alive. Let's clean up the room we're in. And of course we have to drop the wardrobe this round. Oh, stun the wardrobe. Okay, slight shift in priorities. Let's thin the mooks. Not much in the way of open shots here. Not great. Not great. There we go. Oh, you're killing me. But at least we still got the secondaries. Oh, for goodness sake, guys. You gotta work with me here. Erklebits, I hate to do this, but we need you up front. Okay, good, good. That's another one down. Plus, now Erklebits is flanking with Valen, so Valen should be able to finish this guy off with a dagger strike. The bow is clearly not getting it done. Yes. Which just leaves Rowan. Okay, buddy. Just hold their attention. No, Erklebits! His weary bones! Rest in pieces, my friend. Oh, getting way too close with Gaia. And there it is. Mortal choice. The blow knocks Gaia back on her heels. Pain doesn't come immediately, but the wet stuff drifting down her face is probably blood. She's never taken a hit like this. At least, not that she can remember. Focus on surviving. Nothing more I can do here. She runs, hopeful that the battle can still be won without her. Alone, she staunches her wounds. One gash goes particularly deep. That's going to leave a scar. Okay. Nolan's in bad shape. Valen is vulnerable. Go for a stun. Got the rear spectic. But not these two. Oh, got the wardrobe again, too. Nice. Let's trim the second weldling. Lovely. And the other spectic. Can't push up without passing through fire, so I guess we'll have to hang back where we are. Or we could just move the fire. The sommeliers have got me worried. Wardrobe's out. I was hoping to take the Spectic out too, but we'll take it. Nice. Spectic's out. Health reinforced. Nolan's in bad shape. We can't risk leaving him open. Into the shadows. And incoming. Oh no, Valen! Mortal choice. His left leg destroyed, his spirit threadbare. Valen offers up a desperate request to the battle gods. If I was ever going to ask them for a favor, now would be the time. You can keep the leg. Just get me out of here. It's fine. It'll grow back. That's how legs work, right? I can't make it far, but if I could just get a friendly shadow. Sure enough, the shadows pull Valen in, hiding him until the battle is over. Oh boy, guys, I am not sure. I am not sure we're going to make it, but at the very least, we will go down fighting. Rowan's... oh, no, we can just move the fire. We can move the fire. But let's go for a stomp. Try to minimize the number of targets we're dealing with here. We just need to make sure we don't overextend Nolan. Okay, got the coachman. I'll take it. Your breath moves up to block. And she could pull the fire out of the way, but we need Rowan to hold the sommelier's attention. I also have to take out that Spectic. Just out of range, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Okay, we can work with that. Everyone's pinned in place. We do still have to worry about range attacks, but yes, that makes it much easier. Okay, yeah, let's just do some whittling. One sommelier out. Very nice. And Rowan bonked the coachman. Spectic is out. Fantastic. Light hit on your breath. We're good. We've got this. There we go. Probably should have done that sooner, but I'm not sure it would have really helped earlier in the fight. These guys were all over us right from the jump. But see, now we can actually crowd control them because it's actually a manageable number. But even now, one wrong move could still cost us. We are in a precarious position. Let's try to catch both. No luck. Lightning. Solid hit. We will drop the coachman. One fire leash should do it. Yeah, and then in theory, Rowan will be able to hold the top, as we just saw. Yeah, in theory, hopefully. Yes, there we go. Coachman's out. It's just the butler and the three of us. The surviving heroes. And Rowan holds the line. Man, we're getting great mileage out of that leaf mace. Butler stunned. And dead. My goodness, guys, I have not had a fight like that in quite some time. You know what? If anything, this fight has definitely shown us we really need more damage output. So while I was trying to avoid doubling up, I think we have to go broad swipes. We also pulled a Gloom Glass Strap. That's plus stunt. Not a huge deal, but we'll toss that to Gaia. She's only with us for a few more fights, but that'll make it more likely she'll trigger that water effect. An extra attack can make a huge difference. In the dark hours. You've had a terrible day. So have you. At least I'm in good company. You lean on my shoulder, I'll lean on yours. We'll make it through, one way or another. And of course their most dangerous unit gets a buff, why wouldn't it? Really starting to feel that max difficulty. Alright, so Valen is out. He has lost a leg, but it should grow back once he's done healing up. He's actually lucky that he's one of our few characters with a transformation theme. Otherwise, he'd just be getting pegged. Yeah, I heard it. Inappropriate. Okay, well, 50% casualties. We lost Erklebits. That sucks, but we move on. We live to fight another day. We will, however, need to regroup. Let's pull some fresh meat from the B squad. Cycle out the wounded. And I'm almost scared to do it, but let's go for one more tile. We've still got time. Let's block the armor on the chastised. We'll have to live with the rest. See, this is the problem with walking lunch with max difficulty. Those earlier, easier fights lull you into a false sense of security. Hey, welcome back, Gaia. Any lingering effects we should know about here? Got a nasty scar, but otherwise looks like you lucked out. Valen lost a whole dang limb. And Erklebits, poor Erklebits. His bones be weary no more. Alright, once more under the breach, my friend. Ring of Chivalry. Plus armor. Interesting. Yeah, that we can definitely use, because a lot of our characters are frustratingly fragile. Since our lack of ingots and spell threads has really bottlenecked our gear progression. honestly, I'm starting to have some doubts that we'll make it through the final chapter, because we're losing Nolan and Gaia at the end of this chapter. Both are retiring. Hey, Valen's back. With a brand new leg, sort of. I mean, that costs him some speed, but he does get some block out of the deal. Also, he doesn't lose his leg, so... You know, bonus. Bonus for still having all his limbs. Can't really complain there. I think we definitely saw, though, that he's better off in melee than he is with range attacks. His bow's just not strong enough anymore. Which, again, comes down to our lack of upgrade materials. I just have not been able to max out our weapons the way I normally would. Rivals. On the far edges of Eagle levels. Well, that's another patch of the Yondering Land safely explored. And more importantly, mapped. Some of these old charts were hopelessly out of date. More importantly? You would say that. Excuse me? What does that mean? Easy, Mark. We're all tired. And you two have been snippy with each other a lot lately. It means that I'm tired of you and your maps and your books. We're trying to save lives, and you think it's more important that we made a map? Get out of your head for once and look at the world. Indy, don't take his bait. Oh yeah? Yeah, you got something to say about it? Oh, you bet your ass I do. Back off, Mark. I may be a bit of a bookworm, but at least I can take things seriously. Huh? What is that supposed to mean? It means you make everything into a joke. You never treat anything earnestly or solemnly. At least I have a sense of propriety. Bunny, you alright there? Screw this. I'm hitting the sack. Great. Swell. Nicely done. I'm sure that will ease the tension between the two of you. I wasn't trying to ease the tension. He had it coming. Maybe, but it takes two to make a rivalry. And scene. Interesting. I'm not sure I've seen that one, but it doesn't seem to have had any lasting effects. My goodness, would you please stop giving me fabric and hides? That is the last thing we need. We've got like a log jam of spare heartwoods. We've got giant piles of hide and fabrics. What we need is ingots and spell threads, and they are just not giving it to us. And I think that's all the time we have for exploration, but let's do some quick cleanup. At the very least, we should wait until this incursion is through. There it goes. Plus 2 LP. We'll take it. And let's get these last couple of tiles shored up, and then it really just leaves this line of 3. Though we will lose some time carving through this mountain pass. Let's get that started. See, we've got an incursion incoming in 2 months. But in theory, once we crack that rock wall, we should be able to hit that final tile and wrap the chapter before it becomes an issue. Unless, of course, it opens up a new tile we then have to visit to wrap the chapter. Yeah, you know what? Let's block the deepest upgrade. We're slowly bleeding out LP, but we've got to stall their advance. That's the big problem we're running into here. They're just advancing faster than we are. If anything, we're actually losing strength between chapters because our best characters are all dying or retiring. Which I suppose does mean we should go into these last couple of tiles with our weaker characters. Shore them up a little before the intermission. Okay, you know what? I am going to have to give some thought to strategy here, where people are going, and who's going to be handling the dangerous stuff. We obviously want our strongest heroes going into the final tile, but it would probably behoove us to send in our weakest heroes to deal with the lesser threats, just so they get some more XP and gear under their belts. As we've seen, the B Squad, a lot of our newer rookie characters, even some of our intermediate characters like Valen, they're just not cutting it against the current difficulty level, so they need to step up their game quick, because otherwise it's game over. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. I'll figure out what we're doing, and we'll pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Revenant, Alois, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, Theory V23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Rowan Church, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.